an atrocity, was something really terrible. But as historians, as future world leaders, we need to confront things sometimes that are really terrible in order to change them. The thing that we're talking about today, because it happened so long ago, does not have a video to show us what was happening. All we have are documents. All we have are what people wrote down, what they drew, things like that. But like we just saw with the passage versus the video about Syria, that doesn't mean that we can't get a good understanding of what it actually felt like, of what happened on what we're talking about today. So our question is, what was the experience of the Middle Passage like? It's a question we're going to be answering by the end. Very quickly, let's review what we did yesterday. The 3 colonial regions, the one at the top, what's it called?
New England.
New England. Real cold, relies on shipbuilding and fishing. The next one down. Middle colonies. Mild climate, mixed between farming and shipbuilding. Last one is the what? Southern.
Hot and farm.
Yes. Hot has a lot. Nadia, sit down. Hot has a lot of slaves to work on the farms. But how did the slaves get there? So we know that people moved from England to get to these 13 colonies, but that's all the white people. The way that they got their slaves there was by going to Africa, taking slaves who were already in Africa or capturing people there and bringing them here. So, Europeans, white guys from England, also from America, they needed people to work for them. They didn't want to pay the people to work for them. They also were racist, right? So they didn't think that people who didn't have the same skin color as them were human beings, could do what they could do. You guys in this classroom are proving them wrong right now. So, they would go to Africa. Sometimes they would capture people if they saw them. Other times, they would go to tribes who already had slaves and buy the slaves from them. The slaves would then go on a ship that looked something like this. Very cramped, very tight together. They would take a 3-month journey all the way across the Atlantic Ocean to America. This part right here of the diagram that you see is called the Middle Passage. It's called the
Middle Passage.
Let's try it one more time. It's called the Middle Passage.
Middle Passage.
Okay. You need to wait for me. It's called the
Middle Passage.
Thank you. So, this is the journey, the Middle Passage that slaves took from Africa to America. This whole thing is called the triangular trade. Not right now. This whole thing is called the triangular trade. Slaves would come from Africa to America. Rum and manufactured goods would go from America to Europe. And then gold would go from Europe down to Africa. But today we're focused on the Middle Passage, the part that the slaves. So turn to the guided notes if you're not there already. Yes. When I say go, you have 3 minutes. 3 minutes at 0 noise to copy the aim and answer the questions. Go. Nadia's already copied the aim at 0 noise. Kayla's already copied the aim at 0 noise. Dwayne's already copying the aim at 0 noise. Awesome job. Work with urgency. Need a couple people still at 0. Dynasty needs you at 0. Tyler's done with the aim, so he's moving on to the questions.
Set this right here. It's not recording you, it's recording it that's in front of you. No, it's okay. You gotta start this.
Be one voice off.
You say subscribe.
Press on to the lid.
recording y'all. Y'all better sit down. What you want first? I'll feed it to you.
Ross, you guys are
You want some? Oh, that's good.
How's your neighbor? All right. Yes, more. Where you want to watch it? Yes, how?
I need to do it.
How's your
We're
neighbor?
recording. Oh, I'm recording all y'all. Y'all ain't watching TV?
I'm sorry. Okay.
You better go sit down. I'm recording.
Take 2 more minutes. Oh. But
Oh, no, you flipping bricks.
Drink one, awesome folks. Come on, you do this up.
I'm recording you. Go sit down.
How's your neighbor? Do you need something? Raise your hand.
Oh, I'm lining up for this.
Tyler, you need to voice off.
Ooh, you can see him. See.
All right, 7 more seconds. I need your voice
Oh,
off.
I'm still reading.
Control yourself. 10 more seconds.
I do not.
3, 2, 1. All right, number 1. Sonic College Chain, why do Europeans and the Americans want enslaved people? Kyron. So that's why they put them in slavery, right, Sean? How's it? They need a large supply of labor. And what did they not do or not have to give their slaves? Yes. Money. So if they don't have to give them money, they get to keep it. Number 2, what was the name of the part of the journey that the slaves took? Dad? Come on, you put this off. I'm sorry? That's all of it. What's the part that of the journey that they took? Yes. What's it called? Right, Sean? Middle Passage. Number 2 is the Middle Passage. Number 3, why did so many people die on the journey from Africa to the Americas? Nadia.
Because they wasn't getting fed.
Right, so they weren't getting fed adequately. They weren't getting all their food. Other reasons why.
They were getting sick.
Disease. Taylor.
That's the same.
They would kill themselves because it was so bad. Right, Sean? Cruel conditions, right? So all of this would be cruel, right? They were packed together, diseases, weren't getting enough food, weren't getting enough water. You guys will read about that now. Turn to source 1. And 5 and 4. Brashon's already there. Tylen's turning to source 1. Montreal's already on source 1. So, remember at the beginning of class, I told you guys that by Friday, our goal is to have individual work down perfectly. Because of that, right now, you will work first, silent and solo with the sources for 10 minutes. At the end, during the 10 minutes, I will be walking around giving raffle tickets to those people who are annotating, working silently, sitting up, showing all those KLA habits. At the end of 10 minutes, if we are at a good place where people are working, and I trust that if we go to Windows Level 1, we will continue to work, we will go to Windows Level 1. So right now, 10 minutes, zero noise, working through source 1, source 2, and source 3. If you get there. Go. Awesome job. Jasmine working with urgency. Bryshawn working with urgency. Already getting started. Reading through source 1. I'll be right there. Dear Shamara, Tyler, Jose, awesome focus. Jasmine, awesome focus. Great blonde, great focus.
Be quiet.
I'm coming. Bryshawn.
You ain't gotta do this. You ain't gotta do this.
Looking good, Francis. Keep it up. Great focus.
who wrote this document, he's from Europe here.
Great focus, Montreal, Jimmy, Traquan. Staying focused, still working. Great effort. Way to show those world leader characteristics. So they're saying,
Right?
who was
We didn't read the
who was
document.
Falcon Bridge?
You might see it's a good thing or say pleasant thing. It's not too bad. It's a fine little boat ride.
Why do you think
You can say
he
that.
said right
You
here
can also say
that most surgeons, most doctors only worked on slave ships because they
you
were
read
poor?
this. You can raise your hand when you get here. And I want you to tell me if you think you're right.
Because it's just part of
Do you think it was a good thing or do you think it's a bad thing?
So,
In my way, my teacher has been not
so, tell you what's going to do is today. We're also going to start Thursday very quickly. I understand you don't want to hear about it. I totally get that. Thank you for these focus right now. Hopefully, we can go about it. I definitely understand what you're saying. I want to remind you that. Stay focused right here. Five more minutes of zero noise. Great focus. All the way through source 3 if you can get there. You're right there, Jamal. You're right there. Were you in lunch intervention? Were you in lunch intervention? How's the interview? Yeah, go voice it off. You're right there, brush off. Come on, I need your voice off. Let's go. I'm sorry I missed that. Let's go. Voice off right now. Voice off. It's not-
What is it? Is it humane? Is it good? Or is it bad? Can you show me an example? All of your work? No. Why not?
40 seconds left, still working at zero noise.
Assignment, read the readings. 40 seconds, review it. Alright, Ivan. You said that he thinks it's.
Making me laugh.
I'm not worried at all. I want you to work, I want you to work, that's all I'm worried about. You said it's fast. We're gonna strap together. Find me another reason. And different paragraph in the first one. Everyone has some buckets. So you could actually underline this, but you have to get both of the sentences, right? Where you don't have human beings. Now I want you to read these two. And find, and just one more thing to underline in person in case it's really.
I thought you were talking about
All right, when I say go, you will have 4 minutes at a noise level 1 to finish out through source 3 and ask any questions of your partner that you need to ask. Go. Taylor, Dwayne, working together, awesome job. Yeah. No, I'm joking. So I can find one. Three more minutes. What you're underlining?
the one that I underlined. Great.
For which one? Number one?
I got no.
2 more minutes. more minutes. Also focus Jimmy, also focus Jose.
Good job.
We're finishing out source 1, 2, and 3.
What's the key? I'm finished.
We're gonna go over very quickly in 1 minute. Tyler, do they need to win? Do they need to win? Okay. Hey, come on, great focus. 30 more seconds.
People were chained down to their spots. They were lying one next to the other. Nobody had enough space to be
Voices off in 15
Big
seconds.
room together.
Voices off in 10. Voices off in 5, 2, 1. Jimmy's voice is off. Traquan's voice is off. Algenae's voice is off.